Today I'm testing out the Casper Glow Light, which is advertised as a magical sleep light. But is it worth the $130 price tag? That's what I'm going to find out in today's video. All right, so when I saw this on Amazon, I knew I had to try this one out. 130 bucks? The Casper Glow Light has three basic features. At night, it gets slowly dimmer to help you fall asleep. In the morning, it gets slowly brighter to help wake you up. And it can also be used as a portable light in the middle of the night. Let's get started with the unboxing and see how it works. Let's take a look at the Casper Glow, a magical light for better sleep. I'm guessing this is a charging base with a cable. Nothing else. Instructions right here. The claims of this is self-dimming warm light that lulls you into better, deeper sleep. Can be used with an optional smartphone app. Flip it to turn on. A built-in gyroscope allows you to twist to adjust brightness or wiggle for a low light. Portable, can be taken with you for a midnight snack or a bathroom run. Looks like it just goes on there, plug it in. It says you have to charge it for 15 minutes for it to wake up. Flip to turn on, it'll slowly dim on its own. Give it a twist to adjust the brightness. Press either button to pause dimming, press again to resume. Flip to turn off, and then download the Casper app. Easy enough. Let's get started. I've had a chance to mess around with this a little bit, so let me show you a few more of the features before I show you a real-world test. Turning it over, it turns the unit on and begins the dimming process, which defaults to 45 minutes. Turning it over one more time, turns it off. When it's on, if you turn it counterclockwise, it gets dimmer. Clockwise, it gets brighter. There's a charging base onto which you place the unit and it charges. And it'll notify you that it's charging. On each side, you have a button. The button, all it does is stop the dimming process. If you turn it on and press the button, you won't see much happen. It does a little bit of a pulsation and then that's it. There's a shake feature that I haven't really got down very well. What you're supposed to do is when the unit's off, you're supposed to be able to pick it up and just kind of shake it and it goes to the dimmest setting. You can see it took me a few times to get it to work right. Try it again. Pick it up, shake it left to right, front to back, spin it around. Up and down, there it goes. I don't think I'm doing it wrong. I've tried pretty much every different direction and none of them seem to work. Left to right, front to back, up and down. Their instructions kind of show that it's being shaken with the bottom like this, but I can only seem to get it to work when I do it up and down. As long as it works, I guess it doesn't matter if the instructions are clear or not. These can be used in groups. I don't have a group, I only have one. I mean, 130 bucks is enough for one. I'm not gonna buy three of them. There is an app that does extend the functionality. Let me show you how that works. All right, so here's the app. I've named mine Casper with a $sign for obvious reasons. And it says right here that the unit is idle, the glow is off. So if I turn it on, over and turn it on, it immediately knows that it's on. It said it's dimming for 45 minutes. If I press the button, you'll see it says pause, 45 minutes left. Press the button again, and now it says dimming. So that works in that respect. On the left-hand side here, it says set wake up. You can actually, there's a plus up here at the top, set a time where it will slowly start dimming from the dimmest to the brightest for 30 minutes, stay on for 10 to 15 minutes, and then turn it off. You can hit repeat, so you can go certain days of the week. Linger, this is how long it stays bright, 5, 10, or 15 minutes. So it can go on every morning and wake you up gently, I guess. All right, so I've got it set for 1 minute from now. I'm gonna turn it over, so it's off. Turn these lights off and see what happens. Oh, it just came on. It just came on. Okay, so now it's gonna be getting brighter for the next 30 minutes. I guess it's the opposite of their dimming effect when it's at night. I'm gonna leave this for 30 minutes and see how bright it looks over time. So I'll come back in 30 minutes and let you know how it looks. All right, my 30 minutes is up. It looks nice and bright. Let me put the light back on here. All right, there really isn't much left on the app to show you. There is the control section here. That just means the dimming time you can change up to 90 minutes, as low as 15 minutes. And the overall brightness, you can actually make a little bit brighter than the default, down to not as bright. That's just the overall brightness. I have not used this for the wake up feature yet, so I think what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna set it for 5:45 tomorrow morning, so hopefully by 6:15 I'm awake. We shall see about that. But before I do that, let's go to the bedroom and do a real world test of the Casper. How about a real world test? Let me start over again. Okay, that's off. We're gonna turn it back on by flipping it over, and it slowly gets brighter. It's kind of nice. Now, as soon as it gets to maximum brightness, it slowly dims over 45 minutes. You can set that to longer or shorter, but I'm gonna leave it at 45 minutes. But just to show you, this is kind of cool. You can actually turn it to dim it or turn it to brighten it. Now this button on the top, you feel like it should do something, and it does do something, but nothing apparently happens. You saw when I pressed the button, it kind of pulsated for a second. That just means that it paused the dimming effect. And it pulsates again and it unpaused it. Now if you don't know which one you toggled last, you're not gonna really be sure. I'm gonna set a time lapse and let you see how this dims over a 45-minute period. So let's do that and see how it looks. Do not adjust your screen. I am trying out the shake to wake feature. Here we go. Didn't work. Didn't work. Didn't work. There it goes. All right, it's not even illuminating the area where I'm standing here. I'm right above Bailey. I can't even see her hardly. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Let me see. Can you see Bailey? There she is. There's Bailey. It's not very bright. It's much dimmer. I'm over by the front door. Can you even see the front door? And there it is. Very dim. I guess it's better than nothing, but I wish it was a little bit brighter. Let's try full brightness now. There we go. Much brighter. Bailey. Good morning, everybody. I wanted to give you a quick update on the wake feature from the Casper Glow Light. This is the third day I've actually used it to wake myself up. Now, I'm someone who wakes up to the sunrise, so for me, it seems like it's a good fit. If you're not someone who wakes up to the sunrise, I don't know if it's gonna have any effect for you. Like my kids, for example, they don't wake up to the sunrise. I don't think it would wake them up. But for me, I actually kind of like it. It mimics the sunrise. It has this kind of gentle light that slowly gets brighter. In my case, I wake up about 15 minutes into this cycle, so I can kind of actually time that now so I can wake up at about a certain time. It's better than an alarm clock. It doesn't jolt you out of bed. It kind of just wakes you up like you would naturally wake up with the sunrise. So in that respect, I kind of like it. On the other hand, I'm perfectly content waking up to the actual sunrise. I don't need a fake sunrise to do that for me. I guess maybe if I was gonna wake up early, but for normal day-to-day, I don't really need it, but it is kind of nice to have on hand if I do. All right, so I've been using this for about a week now, and I have to say that in short, it surprisingly works quite well. At night, that slow dimming feature does kind of help lull you to sleep, and in the morning, if you're someone who wakes up to the sunrise, it does kind of wake you up. If you're not someone who wakes up to the sunrise, this may not help you. The shake feature, I will say, I kind of gave up on that one. It just seems like a lot to fumble around with because it doesn't work consistently. You don't really want to be messing around with that in the middle of the night. I think if it were, maybe about $100 cheaper, I'd probably recommend it, but as is, 130 bucks, I don't know about that. I think that those who buy it will probably like it, but most people aren't going to want to drop 130 bucks on something like this, especially when there's so many other options out there at a fraction of the cost. But if you've tried the Casper Glow Light or something like it, tell me what you think in the comments below. I appreciate you watching, and I'll see you next time.